turn to your statement, starting at page 1, under that main heading you have as my interactions with Minister Mchunu. If you could perhaps deal with paragraphs 4 and 5 for the commissioners. Thank you.
Paragraph 4 of my statement, Chair?
Yes, of your statement, witness E. Or apologies, I forgot perhaps to tell you, let's go back to your statement file.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
My interactions with the minister were initiated by him in the late December 2024. On paragraph 5, on Saturday, 7 December 2024, I received a call from a cell phone number that I won't mention. I received this call on my cell phone that I won't mention as well. The phone number of the incoming call reflected on my phone in my Truecaller app. That is Mchunu Home. When I answered the call, the person on the other end of the call said to me, "Do you know who you are talking to?" My response was that I have no idea who it was. Then the person responded by saying, "This is your commander, Minister of Police, Senzo Mchunu." I was surprised to receive a call from the minister, but at the same time, I was shocked and also excited that I received a call from a minister of police. On this number, because my cell phone number was highly restricted. I'm saying this because outside of a closed cycle in the law enforcement, only few people have got my number, and the other people who might have my number or who does have my number is the Office of the Inspector General of Intelligence.
Was this the same number you used before you went on witness protection?
No, Chair. It's a new one.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Chair. And you say this number is highly restricted. You state that outside of a closed circle in law enforcement, only persons within the Office of the Inspector General of Intelligence had my number. When you make that statement, are you suggesting that you did not expect the minister to have that particular number because he is not part of the groupings that you have described in your paragraph 5?
Yes, that's correct, Chair. At that time, I did not expect that call. I did not expect that call at that time because it's very hard to get hold of me. But the reason why I'm mentioning the Inspector General of Intelligence is because there was an engagement between myself and an Inspector General of Intelligence with the matters relating to what has been happening in KZN. So the engagement started in 2021 and in 2022. I think that my number, the people who interacted with me, they do have my number. So that's why I thought to myself that it might be one of them. But I'm not saying it's them. But I thought to myself it might be one of them. Thank you.
Thank you, witness. Understood. From page 6, from paragraph 6, you then deal with the conversation or the detail of the conversation you had with the minister on the 7th of December 2024. If you could then take it up from your paragraph 6. Thank you.
In paragraph 6, it's when the minister said to me, he heard a lot about me and that I have an information about the killing of Mr. Cindy Somakaka and other ANC councillors in KZN. And he further said that to me, he heard that I have information about the SAPS crime intelligence officials who were involved in the planning and killing of Mr. Cindy Somakaka. I then asked the minister, where did he get that information? But in his response, he said that will be the topic for another day. He did not reveal
Please continue.
Thank you.
Please continue from your paragraph.
In paragraph 7, he then asked me as to what happened leading to the killing of Senzo Magaqa. And I informed him about what happened. And in particular, he asked me, who are the SAPS officials who were involved in the planning and the killing? And I told him who are those officials and what was their role in the killing of Magaqa. And I did give him all the names of those officials, but even though legally, I think I might not be at liberty to disclose them in a public platform, but or in this forum. But I did give him all the names and who played what role.
Thank you. You indicate there that the minister asked what happened to the killing of Mr. Magaqa, and you informed him. You do not state in your statement what you actually said to him. My question to you is, did you disclose in full everything you knew about the killing of Mr. Magaqa to the minister in your conversation?
Chair, the killing of Magaqa was a crime. So I disclosed everything. I left no stone unturned there. I disclosed everything to him. Thank you.
And as you say further on in that paragraph, you also disclose the identities of the persons you say are police officers who were involved in the planning and the killing of Mr. Magaqa.
Yes, I did so, Chair.
I understand, and you did indicate in your annexure WE2 that you are in witness protection because you are a critical witness in that case. Are you suggesting to the commissioners that...
You use witness E, the term compelled witness, I think you say.
I called him something else?
You, I must have forgotten within seconds. Mr. Law, my apologies.
No, I think, is it critical that they...
I think you said critical.
Yes, and it's because in his annexure
Yes.
2, WE2 at page 5,
Okay.
he says, I'm a compelled state critical witness. He called himself a critical witness.
Okay. I guess my focus or interest was the compelled.
But he also remembered to say
Yes,
he's a compelled witness.
Why compelled witness E?
I say this because, Chair, I was subpoenaed after I deposed my statement. I was also subpoenaed to testify. So it's not that. I was subpoenaed to testify. That's why I'm calling myself a compelled witness, because even if I don't want to continue to be a witness, but due to the information that I have to testify.
Thank you, witness. You just give us a moment.
Just yes, please.
Thank you, Chair.
Let's continue.
This meeting is being recorded.
Thank you, Chair.
Advocate Silo, can I just clarify something with witness E?
Yes, Commissioner.
Good afternoon, witness E.
Afternoon, Commissioner.
Without disclosing your identity, when the minister first contacted you on your cellular phone, did you get the impression that he knew who you were? In other words, he knew your name and your rank as a police officer and what you do?
Commissioner, at the time I didn't know, but now I know, because I did my own investigation after that, and now I know that he knew. But as the time goes on, maybe I can, as I'm proceeding with my evidence, I will disclose where I got the information. But he knew, and I think he knew starting from September 2024.
Yes, and as you do so, please be mindful not to disclose your identity.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner.
Witness E, you might not see me because I don't have a machine in front of me. It's Commissioner Baloyi. You say in paragraph 5, in paragraph 6, he further, and this is what you say the minister says, he further said that he had learned that I have more information about SEP's crime intelligence officials who were involved in the planning and killing of Sindiso Makaka. Now keep that in mind. In paragraph 7, you then say, in particular, asked me who the SAPS officials were who were involved in the planning and killing, and I told him. I confirmed that all these individuals are indeed police officers. Does that mean, if you read 6 and 7 as I've read it now, did you confirm to him that these police officers indeed are crime intelligence officials?
Yes, Chair. They are all crime intelligence officials.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioners. And based on how you have worded your paragraph 7, I take it you are not inclined to disclose the nature of the information you shared with the minister at the time, because these are matters you are yet to testify to in court. Am I correct?
Yes, correct, Chair.
Witness E, why did you feel free to share this information with the minister? I think earlier on you said, even though you were not supposed to, you told him everything. Why did you feel free to share it?
Because he was a minister of police at the time. So I saw no problem to share the information with him.
Thank you.
If then I may follow up on your response to Commissioner Baloyi's question, is your logic that had the same person called you at the time, but he was not Minister of Police at the time, you would not have shared that information? Is that what you are communicating?
I was not. I was not at all.
Okay.
But because he was in the leadership of the SAPS as a department, I felt it fit to tell him, because when he spoke to me, it's like he already had an information
Okay.
About what happened. He just wanted some confirmation from me. So I saw no problem to share it with him.
Thank you, understood. Can we then move on to your page 3 of your statement, starting at paragraph 8? You continue the conversation you had with the minister, and you say you also informed him of other issues. Can you deal with the contents of your paragraph 8? At page 3.
Before I deal with paragraph, Before I deal with paragraph 8,
Yes.
Chair, you will forgive me. I used in the previous questions. I used compelled and critical in one sentence. So you will forgive me. So my English is not, it might not be proper. So maybe I withdraw that compelled and leave the critical one.
Okay, it's noted. And in fact, that statement, compelled and critical, is not part of your statement. It is in your annexure E, an annexure WE2,
Yes.
that we referred to earlier. Fully noted. Thank you, witnessing. We may then go to paragraph 8.
In paragraph 8, I told the minister, I also informed the minister that I discovered the plan to assassinate Sindiso Makaka in July 2017, prior to his assassination taking place. After hearing about the assassination plot, I reported this to my superiors. My superiors are the same officials that I've mentioned in the previous paragraphs, the same names that I gave to the minister. In addition to informing them about the assassination plot, I also propose some steps that we can take as the police to prevent the murder or to save Makaka's life. They did not want to listen to me, even after I gave them steps that we can take. So, Minister Mchunu further asked me whether...
Just
Witness E?
Just a minute, Witness E.
Yes.
When you heard about the plot, were you also told who the people that would carry it out were?
Chair, at that time, I was told by the killers, the shooters, the shooters, the ones that pulled the trigger. They are the ones who told me that in the next 2 weeks' time, we are being hired to kill Mr. Makaka. So we had 2 weeks to stop the murder.
Did
But
they
the
not
officials,
tell you? Did they not tell you who had instructed them or hired them to kill Mr. Makaka?
They did, Chair.
And did they give you the same names of the people, or rather the same names you gave to the minister?
Even though, Chair, I won't go deep to the case of Makaka, but I can just give you an idea of how this information...
It's a very simple question, Witness E.
Yes.
Did they give you the same names you gave to the minister?
The names that I gave to the minister are the officials who assisted the killers. Not the officials did not hire the killers to kill Makaka, but they assisted the killers. So
Okay.
the people who hired the hitmen.
Let me ask the question differently. The killers who said they were going to, or there was a plot for Mr. Makaka to be killed, did they mention that those that were going to assist them in the killing were the people whose names you gave to the minister?
I hear your question, Chair, and I want to answer this question, but I want to answer this question in this fashion. One of the killers is late now. He was an informant handled by us, by our office.
I saw that in your
which is the Office of Crime Section.
Just a minute,
Yes.
Just a minute, Witness E. I saw that either in your statement or in one of your annexures. I saw that. I'm asking you a different
Yes.
question, and my question is, when those that were going to kill Mr. Makaka told you about the plot, did they also tell you that in carrying out the plot, they were going to be assisted by the people whose names you gave to the minister? It's a very
Yes.
simple. They gave you those names.
Yes.
Yes. And you
Yes,
say,
that's correct.
and you say these people were your superiors.
Yes, Chair.
And you say you could have prevented Mr. Makaka's murder if something had been done between the time you were told of the plot
Yes.
or about the plot and the time when Mr. Makaka was actually killed. Not so?
That's correct, Chair.
And you then, all right, the superiors that you reported to, from the answers you've given thus far, I assume are the same superiors whom you were told about by those who advised you of the plot, correct?
That's correct, Chair.
And were you serious about wanting to prevent Mr. Makaka's murder?
I did everything in my power, Chair.
Were you serious about wanting to prevent the murder?
I was serious, Chair.
And you report to the very people whom you've been told are going to assist in the murder?
They are very senior, Chair, in KZN. I spoke to them so that we can block the matter, but they refused.
You report with a view to preventing the murder, and you report to the very people whom you've been told are actually going to assist with the murder.
I want to answer this question, but the question is confusing.
There's nothing confusing about the question. Nothing confusing at all. Please answer it.
Okay. When I got the information, I reported the information to the people who were going to assist. But those people at the time, they didn't know that they will be asked to assist. The informer spoke to me alone, and then I related the message to my commander, to my immediate commander, in a level of a captain. I won't mention the name. But then, at the time, my superiors didn't know that the hitmen will ask them for assistance. Number two, the equipment that was going to be used in the killing of Makaka came from the very same superiors. It was an equipment.
How would the people that told you or informed you of the plot have known that they were going to be assisted by your superiors if at that stage the superiors did not even know that they were going to assist?
Because the equipment that they were going to use, which is the firearm and the car, came from the very same superiors.
But that's after the event.
They were going to ask.
That's after the event, according to what you've just said now. My question is about the time you are being told that we are going to be assisted by senior police officials. How could that be said if the senior police officials themselves did not even know that they were going to assist? It may well have been the senior officials would have said, no, we are not willing to assist. Please make me understand. I don't understand.
Okay. I got the information of the killing of Makaka on Sunday, the 2nd of July 2017. I got it from an informer who was hired to kill Makaka. He then told me that he's going to ask the captain and the colonel to assist them in such a way that when they go to Mzimkhulu and come back from Mzimkhulu, they get a protection. He told me this on the Saturday or on a Sunday. Then on the same Sunday, I called the captain and the colonel, telling them that this informer is now hired to go and kill Mr. Makaka. Can we block him? On Monday the 3rd, I also called the colonel again. I asked the colonel, Colonel, can we take away the car that we bought for this informer and an AK that we bought for this informer and keep it to ourselves? We will give the informer these equipments later on, because in the next week, they are going to kill Mr. Makaka. That is how the information came about.
Yes, thank you, witness. Yes, Ms.
Thank you, Chair. Perhaps while we are on that, let's just take a step back and to explain what your job at the time was when you had these interactions with the people you say subsequently assassinated Mr. Makaka. Can you just talk us through that very quickly?
Chair, as I said, I've been an undercover operative since from 2013. I am currently a handler in the crime intelligence. But at that time, I was deployed undercover. I was deployed undercover to do undercover projects. It was a registered project, but it was a project for cash in transit. In this project of a cash in transit, I recruited the leader of the gang. It was a group of 25 suspects. I recruited the leader of this gang or of this group that is involved in cash in transit. This leader, who happened to be our informant, is the one who came with this information to us because he was hired by the people in the Mchunu municipality. That's how I got to know this information.
Okay.
On top of that, this group of 25 suspects, I had to infiltrate the group. That's how I got to know these people.
Okay, then if I understand you correctly, you say you had been deployed as an undercover agent and you had infiltrated this group out of which then came out the would-be assassins. Is that a fair summary?
Yes, that's correct, sir.
Now, you say you were deployed undercover. Who were you deployed by?
Yes.
Who were you deployed by to this, what you
By the
call
very
a
same
project? Sorry, let me just finish. Who deployed you to act undercover to what you now call a registered project?
The very same officials that I gave the names to the minister, the very same officials that provided the vehicle and the firearm to that was used in the murder of Makaka.
And these are the people at your paragraph 8 you refer to as your superiors. Is that so?
That's correct, Chair.
I'm clarified, thank you. We're still at your paragraph 8. You have dealt with communicating the assassination plot to your superiors, and you indicated that they failed to do anything to halt their assassination. You go further then to talk about what Minister Mchunu next asked you in the same paragraph. Can you take it from there?
The minister asked me if Lieutenant General Khumalo was also involved in the planning and the killing of Senzo Makaka. And I explicitly informed the minister that General Khumalo was not involved. And when I say I explicitly explained or informed the minister, I even went further in such a way that I told him that at the time, because Senzo Makaka was killed or was shot in July 2017, General Khumalo was not part of crime intelligence at all. He was not even in KZN. And General Khumalo was not the division commander of crime intelligence. A person who was acting at that time, because we didn't have a permanent division commander, it was General Jacobs. And in KZN, the person who was a provincial commissioner, it was an acting provincial commissioner, which was General Langa. So General Khumalo was not involved at all when it comes to this plot and the killing of Makaka.
Okay. Please proceed to your paragraph 9.
I informed the minister that I only let off Lieutenant General Khumalo in 2018 after the establishment of the PKTT. But at that time, General Khumalo was still a brigadier. And then he was appointed as a leader of the PKTT. I informed the minister that in around 2018, I went to the office of the now retired General Chiga. General Chiga was the provincial head of crime intelligence in KwaZulu-Natal at the time. I then reported the matter to General Chiga of what happened to Mr. Makaka and the involvement of these officials. And then General Chiga then asked me if I can depose a statement. And I said, yes, I can do so. Then it's when he said he would speak to General Khumalo to arrange a team that will come and take a statement. And then after that, both of them, General Kumalo and General Chiga, they came to an agreement that I must be enrolled in the program. And in 2019, indeed, I went to the program.
If I could just take a step back, where you talk about going to the office of the now retired General Chiga, you said it is 2018. In your statement, you've got a specific month. I think it's important you mention both the month and the year. At your...
It was around August. It was around...
Go ahead, sorry.
It was around August. It was around August 2018. It was after the establishment of the PKTT.
Okay. And I know that you say you informed the minister of this fact.
Yes, I gave him everything.
Okay, then let's go to your paragraph 10. After you have informed the minister of all these facts. We are still at your page 3, paragraph 10 at the bottom of the page.
Yes, therefore I made it clear to the minister that not only was General Kumalo not involved in assassination, but that I only came to know of him later on. I only came to know of him later on. Excuse.
And if we then could turn the page to the next page 4, starting at paragraph 11, if you could take it from your paragraph 11.
I since learned that after my meeting with General Chiga and I since learned that after my meeting with General Chiga held a meeting with General Kumar, whereby a decision was taken by both of them that I should depose a statement and be enrolled in the program.
And for the record, firstly, did you depose to such a statement?
Yes, I did.
And is this the time you then went into the witness protection program you said you are still a part of today?
That's correct, Chair.
Okay, we then move to your paragraph 12, where you say the minister had engaged with you on other issues. Could you deal with the content of your paragraph 12?
The minister asked me what are my grievances in the workplace. And my response to him was that due to my stay in the program for 7 years, I am sitting in one rank for 14 years, whereas my other colleagues whom I trained with were getting promotions and being moved to the next ranks, but myself, I was always being overlooked with my experience and my contribution. The minister then informed me to write my grievances in a form of an email and send them to him. He provided me with his email address, as stated there, and then he further asked me if Minister Pegicele was also involved in the assassination of Makaka, and my response to him was that no, Minister Pegicele was not involved. And at that time, he was not even a minister of police, so he was not involved. He was not involved at all.
I see that the email address you say the minister provided you is his official parliamentary. It's got a parliament domain. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct, Chair.
Okay. Then let's go on to your paragraph 13.
After the call with the minister, Mchunu, I then contacted a friend of mine who happens to be a lawyer to seek just an advice pertaining the call that I had with the minister. The friend of mine advised me that I should write my needs and grievances, and that I send the email to Mr. Mchunu. But at the same time, he said I must also send the very same email to the National Commissioner. My friend also provided me with the National Commissioner's email address because I didn't have it at the time.
And who was the National Commissioner at the time you were directed to? to send an email?
It's a current national commissioner, which is General Fanny Masemola.
After you were provided with the second email address, what did you do? You take up that conversation from your page 5, paragraph 14?
On Monday, the 9th of December, 2024, at about 11:53, I sent an email to Minister Senzo Mchunu to his email address, and at the same time, I also sent it to the National Commissioner, General Masemola, in the email that was provided to me in paragraph 4. And in that email, I was setting out the details of my experience in the SAPS and my contribution and all that. That can be the email is attached as We1.
Before we go to We1, just to correct for accuracy, you stated that you sent the email to the minister and to the email address provided you in paragraph 4. That can't be correct. It's at paragraph 13, right? You are referencing General Masemola's email address.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify
It's page 4,
that.
paragraph 13. So.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So then you refer us to WE1, Annexure WE1. That's the first document in your annexure file, starting at page 1. It's quite a lengthy email. And in line with your requests to the commissioners that you not divulge some of the details pertaining to the criminal case that is still to be held. This particular document provides significant or makes significant reference to those facts. Is that correct?
That's correct, Chair.
And these are the facts that you would prefer not to be publicly disclosed at this juncture?
That's correct, Chair.
Now, with those restrictions, what would you like to particularly highlight to the commissioners from this annexure WE1?
What I needed here was the request for an intervention by both the minister and the national commissioner pertaining my working condition, because after I had that fallout, there was that issue with my my superiors. They started to weaponize the working conditions. They started to weaponize promotions against me. They started to they started to abuse me at work. That is what was an intervention that I needed from them.
Yes. And do you set out in this document what you required of the minister to assist you with, insofar as any grievances you may have at the workplace are concerned?
Firstly, I started mentioning about my contribution starting from 2013 in all those drug projects, all those cash in transit projects, and all those ATM bombing projects. And then if I skip my history there, I will start whereby I said I need to emphasize that each project I've worked never had less than 20 most wanted suspects and dangerous suspects. And I must also state that in 2017 alone, I arrested over 100 dangerous suspects in KwaZulu-Natal with 100% convictions. Some are currently serving years in prison, and some were killed by the Special Task Force during the confrontation with the police, during our takedown operations. But not even a single suspect a single suspect in our project or in the project where I was involved as an undercover operative is still outside, not even a single one. I also mentioned that the turning point of my career started in 2017 after I blew the whistle by exposing the rot and the corruption that was happening within crime intelligence KZN, especially in undercover unit, which is called MDOC. I also mentioned there, what does MDOC stand for? And then I reported this in a crime intelligence office.
Apologies, witness E, what does MDOC stand for?
MDOC is a crime intelligence unit, which it is called MDOC. MDOC means multi-dimension organized crime.
Thank you.
It's a yes.
Thank you.
No, please continue.
Thank you,
Yes,
Chair.
thank you.
You may continue. Witness E, you were at Annex WE1, page 1 of thereof, and we had just dealt with the issues you had in relation to MDOC.
What happened here? I reported the senior crime intelligence officers to former acting division commander, which were commissioner, which was General Jacobs. But with regards to General Jacobs, I must point it out that I didn't communicate with him directly, but I communicated with him via the provincial head. So I spoke to General Chiga in person, and then General Chiga said, because we are all under him and we're reporting to him, because MDOC reports directly to the provincial head. So he said that this matter needs to be investigated by the national head, which is a division commander, so division commissioner. So the division commissioner at the time of crime intelligence was General Jacobs.
Okay, if I can then draw your attention to page 2 of that document, paragraph 2, which starts with the words, "The said parties that the same officials were my commanders." Do you see that? Do you see where I'm reading?
Yes, yes. The sad part, yes. The sad part is that the very same officials were my commanders.
Yes.
Now,
Now,
their names,
my
I
question,
did mention them. Yes.
My question is, in that paragraph, you then set out various names of people. My first question is, are you saying these are the people that you call your commanders and who you say were a part of the assassination? I just need you to confirm whether it's the same people.
It's the same people, Chair.
And secondly, are these the same people you stated at your paragraph 7 that you disclosed to the minister in your conversation of the 7th of December 2024?
That's correct, Chair. Okay. On paragraph 41, on this call, the minister directed me that the statement should state as follows, and I'm paraphrasing. He said paragraph 1 should read as follows. During 2017, crime intelligence bought unlicensed firearms and stolen cars through the Secret Service account, and these guns and cars were handed over to the hitman Jabulani Mdunge, also an informer, and Sibusiso Ngengwa, who were eventually hired to kill the ANC Youth League member, Mr. Senzo Makaka. He said paragraph 2 should read as follows. In 2018, after the establishment of the PKTT, which is led by General Khumalo, the PKTT engaged with me and a statement was obtained and all details were given about the involvement of crime intelligence into the killing of Senzo Makaka. Paragraph 3 should read as follows. From 2018, after the establishment of the PKTT, General Khumalo was heading the PKTT. As from 2022, General Khumalo was appointed the head of crime intelligence. To date, General Khumalo has never done anything about the information that I have given pertaining the involvement of crime intelligence members, even though he is the head of crime intelligence. Paragraph 4 should read as follows. Sometimes this year, 2025, Minister Mchunu and I spoke about my promotion issue and that the minister promised that he will escalate the matter with the SAPS. In that paragraph, 2025 was not true because the engagement with my grievances, they start from the 7th and they start from the 7th up to the 9th, in 2024 December. So they did not. The conversation did not start in 2025. But he said I must put it this way. Paragraph 5 should read as follows. In August 2025, the investigating officer in the case of Senzo Magaga informed me that the case is sub judice and therefore I cannot make a statement or testify anywhere else without him being informed. Paragraph 6 should read as follows. In November 2025, the MADLANGA Commission investigators consulted with me, but the commission is not calling me to testify.
Witness E, before you proceed, did you prepare a statement in the terms that you refer to at paragraph 41?
No, Chair, I did not prepare any statement and I had any intention to prepare any statement. But I did not tell the minister that I'm not going to prepare the statement. I just said, okay, I'll prepare a statement, but I knew I was not going to prepare any statement, and I've never prepared any statement.
Okay, thank you.
Just a moment. Witness E, if you had prepared a statement along the lines of paragraph 41, in other words, 41.1 to 41.6, would you not be lying to the commission if you presented a statement that reads along the lines of those paragraphs?
Can you repeat the question again, Commissioner Kumar?
If you had prepared a statement for this commission that reads along the lines of paragraph 41.1 to 41.6, and you presented it to this commission, or it was used by somebody else before this commission, would that not be a lie? Would that statement not be lying to this commission? For example, you gave an example about paragraph 5. You said it was not in August 2025, it was in 2024.
Yes, Chair. That was paragraph 4, where he said sometime this year, whereby he told me, whereby this call was last year, December. He said somewhere this year, which is not true. It was not somewhere this year, which is 2024, which is 2025, but it was somewhere in December 2024 where we had that conversation. So if I drafted a statement like this and I signed it under oath, the statement was going to be a false statement. So if I drafted it in this fashion.
He was encouraging you to lie to this commission.
I believe so, Chair.
If I may follow up on those questions, Witness E, was it your belief that the minister, if he indeed so suggested, knew that what he wanted you to testify to, in the terms as set out in paragraph 41, constituted falsity? Are you convinced that he was aware that those statements would be false?
He was aware, Chair. He was aware, Chair, because the emails, they speak for themselves in the annex charts. That on the 9th, I did send emails to Ngabinde. I did, and the minister Ngabinde did receive those emails, and the conversation started in December, not in 2025. So it was going to be a false statement.
Okay, thank you.
Can I just check this, Witness E? Paragraph 41.2, is that accurate, what you were supposed to write? Does that reflect what happened?
In 2018, after the establishment of the PKTT, which is led by General Khumalo, the PKTT engaged with me and a statement was obtained and all details were given about the involvement of crime intelligence into the political killing, into the killing of Senzo Magaga.
Yes.
It won't be correct, Chair. It won't be.
Yes, carry on.
It was not going to be correct because no one can produce a single statement that I made to the PKTT in 2018. The statement was made in January 2019, but the engagement started in 2018. But still, even that engagement was not a direct engagement. I engaged with General Chiga, who was the head of crime intelligence in KZN. He's the one who engaged General Khumalo, who was a brigadier at the time. So I did not have a one-on-one conversation with the PKTT in 2018, but my engagement with the PKTT was via General Chiga. Then in January 2019, it's where a statement was obtained. That statement is the one that will be used in court in the case of Senzo Magaga. So even that first paragraph, we were going to have issues with it.
Yes, and you told the minister that it was only in 2019.
The minister knows everything. I told him everything. But this is how he wanted me to draft a statement that is needed. In fact, he wanted to send his lawyers to me so that I can engage with his lawyers, then they can take statements, because now I know that he did provide, even with this Mr. Ngengwa, he did provide him with the lawyers to take statement from him. Now I know that it was confirmed by Mr. Ngengwa himself that the minister provided him with the lawyers. So he wanted to provide me with the lawyer so that I can draft this version of his, of which this version, if I had to sign this version, I was going to be signing a false statement under oath.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Baloyi. Just to locate us in the statement, witness E, we are at page 17, paragraph 42.
Still on the same day, on Wednesday, the 10th of December, 2025, at about 22:10 at night, but it was 21:39, Minister Mchunu called me again through a WhatsApp call with his cell phone number now. And he asked me if I have finished with the statement. Furthermore, the Minister Mchunu indicated that the due date or the deadline for the statement is now Thursday, 11 December 2025, which is the following day now. And he said it's no longer Friday, the 12th. And he even gave me the time that it must be submitted before 12. On this call, the minister indicated that should I finish writing the statement, I will be very free for the rest of my life. But he said it in Zulu. He said, "Wandoda, moke wanginika le statement, uzoba happy impilo yakho yonke, uzojabula kakhulu impilo yakho yonke." That's how he said it. My response to the minister was that I have not yet finished this, with the statement. He then indicated that I should then draft the statement the following day, and that when I'm finished with the statement, I should discuss the statement with him so that he will tell me what to add or to remove before I can print, sign, and send. He further informed me that Lindo Mthembu, with the cell phone number that he was using before, resides with him. They live together in one house. Therefore, I can call at any time, even at 12 midnight, if I want some comments in that statement. I can reach him through Lindo Mthembu. Further to that, the minister indicated that the statement should be finalized before 12 midday on Thursday, 11 December 2025.
Witness E, if you did understand him at all, what did you understand the minister to refer to or to mean when he said, if you finish writing the statement, you would be free for the rest of your life? What did you understand that to mean? What was he undertaking to you? if at all, if anything?
Chair, at the time, I didn't understand what he was meaning. But now, based on the information that I have and that I know, I think I have an idea what he was trying to mean. But may I reserve my answer to that question? But I did not understand at the time, because he said you will be free and you will be happy for the rest of your life if you can just give me this statement. So that was it. So at the time I didn't understand, but whatever I know now is not important. Or maybe can I just reserve it to myself?
Earlier on, you mentioned that he had offered the services of his lawyers to you.
Yes.
Did that happen? Did you accept, and did anything come of it, of that offer?
I refused to take an offer because I'm in the program. I refused to take an offer. But if I was not in the program, I was going to accept the offer, and I was going to start engaging the process of entrapments, because I'm very good in entrapments. I was going to ask the lawyers to come, and then when they come, I will hear what they are up to, and then if there's any criminality, they were not going to leave that office.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Commissioner Baloyi. I think we are now at your paragraph 43 at page 18, witness E. Are you there?
On Thursday, the 11th of December, now it's the following day, at about 8 a.m., 10 past 8 a.m., I received a WhatsApp call from cell phone number of Mchunu, who resides with the minister. In that call, Minister Mchunu asked if I was finished writing the statement. And when I said I was still busy writing the statement, he then said that he wanted to supply the statement to his lawyers before 12 midday. At about 13:15, I missed 3 WhatsApp calls from the cell phone number of Mchunu. I attached the screen grab of the call log. It is attached as WE5. I wish to state that I deliberately missed those calls because I had not drafted any statement for the minister, and I had no intention to draft of any statement because I had no intention to draft any statement. But now I didn't know what to say to the minister at the time when he was calling me, because now there was no statement, the statement that I drafted, and he was busy calling, asking for a statement. So because it was after the deadline, I did not know what to tell the minister.
Yes, your annexure WE5 is in the annexure bundle at page 10. If you could turn to that annexure. And you say that's the call log.
Yes, Chair, that's true. That's a call log.
And if I read it correctly, the earliest call is at the bottom of the sheet and the latest call is at the top of the sheet. Am I reading it correctly?
That's correct. That's correct, Chair.
And I see that whereas when we set out a date here in South Africa, we start with the day and the month and the year. This appears to be different because the first figure, the first figure in all those calls is 12, then it goes /10/25. And what changes is the middle number. So am I reading it correctly that 12 here refers to the month and not the date?
Yes, because WhatsApp is not is not program or it's not a South African app. So they start with a year. They start with a month. They start with a month, followed by a day, followed by a year. So here it's December. It's the December month, the 10th, 2025. So it starts from there going up.
So the American system. Now,
Yes, Chair.
I see the first, then if we accept that the first call is the one at the bottom, right? 12, 10, 25, and 15, 57, and works all the way to 12, 11, 20, 25, and 13, 15, right? So this is over
Yes,
a
Chair.
period of 2 days. Am I correct?
Yes, Chair.
So that
That's
first,
correct, Chair.
that first call at the bottom, is that the call you reference at paragraph 40 of your statement at page 15? Am I reading it correctly?
That's correct, Chair. That's correct, Chair.
And then from paragraph 40, all the other calls that you said you received from the various numbers will then be reflected in the rest of the document reading upwards.
That's correct, Chair.
With the last being the call you reference at paragraph 43. From that number you said is it's registered to Lindam Tembu, I think you said. Lindom Tembu. In paragraph 43, you said at 13:15, you had those 3 missed WhatsApp calls from that number. And I see the top entry on your annexure WE5 is that number. You cited paragraph 3, and it's in red, reflecting that it's 3 missed calls. Am I reading the annexure correctly?
That's correct, Chair.
Thank you, witness E. You may then proceed to your paragraph 44.
The minister called me with a direct, because I was not answering now that WhatsApp call because I didn't know what to say to the minister. But then he started calling me with a direct call. The minister called me with a direct call, and I claimed that I have drafted the statement along the lines discussed. Because that was a direct call, my phone utilizes Truecaller app, and the Truecaller app is set on my phone as a default. So therefore, the call was automatically recorded. The recording of the conversation is attached as annexure WE6.
Thank you, witness E. Before you
if I can-
proceed, that your WE6 is a voice recording. It's referred to in the statement, but it's not transcribed. Commissioners, what we have provided by witness E is the actual recording. So we propose that perhaps we play the recording and then witness E speaks to it, and then subsequently we'll attend to transcription of that recording. Thank you, Chair. Witness E, we are going to play a recording you provided, and we have marked annexure WE6. Please listen to it, and then you'll take some questions. Thank you.
Kuzala ngiyabhala ngisesethi angikhe lokhu zenendlini ngibhale izinto ezu 1 2 3 4 ngibhale izinto ezu 5 mengizokuthatha ekuqaleni ngibhale from igama isibongo address lezinto eziphezulu paragraph 1 ngabhala
Hello.
yes
Mala. Ubhalile uqedile manje noma kwaqeda?
angakaqedi ngithi bengifuna ukusilungisa sengibhalile kodwa ngicabanga ukuthi ngiqedile kodwa manje kufanele ngistype ngoba manje bengifuna ukuthi kodwa aqale uzwe ukuthi ngibhale kanjani.
WhatsApp la kule ndoda lo suqedile singalo sikhuluma.
Oh okay.
Okay.
Witness E, are you able to identify for the record whose voices we hear on annexure WE6?
Chair, that was Minister Senzo Mchunu.
And talking to...
And He was talking to me because he wanted that statement so badly. So since he wasn't getting hold of me on WhatsApp, he decided to use a normal call. And if I can explain to the commissioners, I did not deliberately record the minister. I was not in a process of entrapments. WhatsApp, the Minister Mchunu stated from me, told me in December 2024 that he doesn't want us to talk on a normal call because his phones might be monitored. He wants us to use a WhatsApp call because a WhatsApp call cannot be recorded. There's no option to record. So because he was desperate for this statement, he was then forced to call me on a normal call. But you could hear from how he speaks that he was not comfortable in talking more in a normal call. The reason why I'm explaining this is that I did not record all the other conversations that we had with the minister because we use WhatsApp calls. And if ever, according to my old Smolanyana knowledge, if ever I have to record someone and I use another device, I will be embarking in entrapments. And if I have to embark on entrapments, I have to follow certain laws. And then if I am an initiator of the call, I have to inform the other person that the call might be recorded because I am an initiator of the call. But if I'm a receiver of the call, I don't have to inform the other person what systems I have in my possession. So when the minister, this call was not initiated by myself, it was initiated by the minister. Unfortunately, the Truecaller app is set on default on my phone. So therefore, it automatically recorded the minister.
Okay.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you for that explanation, Witness E. Now, could you perhaps do us a favor? The conversation sounds like it's in Zulu, it's in the vernacular. We've conducted these hearings, at least your testimony in English. Are you able to briefly summarize what you said in English and what the minister said for the record? Thank you.
Chair, with my poor English.
Witness E, just wait a second.
Yes, perhaps before that, who is the first person speaking on the recording or in the recording? Is it? Just perhaps please replay.
I will replay it, Chair.
Yes.
Witness E, please, we are going to replay the clip. Please listen to it and then take some questions from the commissioners. Thank you. We'll try and slow it down a bit as well.
No, ngiyalokhuza la ngiyabhala. Ngisefreshini angikhe lokhuze nendlela.
Please pause. Who is that witness E?
That is Witness E, Chair. That's myself.
And what are you saying there? Perhaps continue to.
I am saying.
No. Continue to the end of what Witness E is saying, and then Witness E should please tell us what he's saying.
We shall do so. We're going to try, and we will run the part that Witness E says he's the speaker.
No, ngiyalokhuza la ngiyabhala. Ngisefreshini angikhe lokhuze nendlela. Ngibhale izinto ezu 1, 2, 3, 4.
Perhaps before the mention of Ngipale before that, please translate what you said up to this point, Witness E.
After I saw the minister calling me on a normal call, I just took the call. I did not say hello because we've been engaging the whole day discussing the statement. So I just took the call and I pretended to be writing a statement. In fact, I was lying to the minister saying I'm
No,
typing a statement.
No, just
So-
tell us, sorry, Witness E, please tell us what you are saying. Don't give us any background, just tell us what you are saying.
I said I was trying to write. I was trying to write a statement.
That's very short.
I was just suggesting we are going to replay that part and try and stop before he gets to the second part. Okay.
Thank you.
We'll replay the first part. Please listen carefully, Witness E, and translate for us. Thank you.
No, bengithi ngiyalokhuza la ngiyabhala. Ngisefreshing la angikhe lokhuzeni endlini.
Okay, please translate that portion.
I was trying to write a statement, but I'm not in the house. I'm at the flat.
Okay, we go to the next part.
Ngibhale izinto eziwu 1 2 3 4. Ngibhale izinto eziwu 5.
Okay, can you translate that bit for us?
I wrote five things. 1 2 3 4 5.
Thank you.
Ngithatha ekuqaleni ngibhale from igama isibongo address lezinto eziphezulu. Paragraph 1 ngabhala
Okay, before the other voice comes in, can you translate the last bit?
I started writing my name, surname, and I started writing the preamble of the statement.
Okay. Then I think now we get to the part where the other voice comes in.
Malava. Hello?
Yes.
Mala. Upalelu katile manje noma kwaqeda.
Angakaqedi ngithi bengifuna
Now, can you translate what is said by the other voice?
The other person is the minister.
Witness E, wait.
Please identify the other voice and then translate.
Thank you, Chair.
The other person who's responding is Minister Mchunu. He says, mana. It means wait. Have you finished writing? He says, mana. Usupalile uqedile. Wait. Have you finished writing?
Okay, we're going to play the next portion.
ngithi bengifuna ukusilungisa sengibhalile kodwa ngicabanga ukuthi ngiqedile kodwa manje kufanele ngistype ngoba manje bengifuna ukuthi kodwa aqale uzwe ukuthi ngibhale kanjani.
Witness E, can you identify firstly who's talking and then you translate for us? Thank you.
The second person who responded is myself. I said, I think I finished writing or drafting the statement, but I think I'm not yet done. I just wanted to confirm it with you so that you can see, so that you know what has been written or what I've written in the statement.
Okay, thank you. We proceed.
ukuthi ngibhale kanjani.
WhatsApp la kule ndoda lo suqede singalo sikhuluma.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then can you translate the last bit?
The last person is Minister. The second last person The second last person was Mr. The Minister Mchunu. He said, no, I must send it via WhatsApp to this man. This man is Lindom Tembu, the one who stays with him in the house, and he was using his number. He said, just WhatsApp it, just draft a statement and finish and send it on WhatsApp to this man, Lindom Tembu. We must not keep on talking. And then I said, okay. Then that was the end of the call.
Thank you.
Does this recording contain the content of the entire call, Witness E?
It contains the entire call. In fact, it didn't want to even participate in the call, but it contains the entire call.
I'm asking because the way it starts is rather strange if that's the entire call. If I'm not mistaken, but we can replay it if you say I'm mistaken. It starts with you speaking and you say, no, angithi ngiyabhala. That to me sounds a rather strange way of a call, or rather, it's a very strange start of a call that has not been initiated by you. No, angithi ngiyabhala, which you translated as you are writing, and of course you start with a no. No, angithi ngiyabhala.
I don't know.
No to what? No responding to what?
I don't know, Chair, but when we speak
Just a minute. Can you just play that very first part, if indeed it does say no angithi ngiyabhala?
Indeed, Chair.
No, bengithi ngiyalokhuza la ngiyabhala. Ngisefreshini la angikhe lokhuzeni endlini.
It sounds to me, yeah, you say exactly that. The only thing I did not include is the bit that says ngiyalokhuza. No angithi ngiyabhala ngiyalokhuza. It sounds as if you are responding to something. No angithi ngiyalokhuza ngiyabhala. What were you responding? Sorry, Witness E. What were you responding to, Witness E?
I think, Chair, I was answering the call. I think I said sure. I think I said sure, not no.
Sure instead of no.
I think I said sure because the call was coming from Lindom.
We'll try again,
It was
Chair.
not coming from a minister. If it was coming from a minister, I was not going to say sure. I was going to answer it in a decent manner. But since it was coming from this Lindom Tembo, I said sure. Bengithi ngiyabhala la. Bengithi ngiyalokhuza. The reason why I was saying bengithi ngiyalokhuza is because I was lying. There's nothing I was drafting. So I said sure. I don't think I said no. I think I said sure. But that is the recording I found in my Truecaller. So there's nothing more I can say about it.
Maybe it's a miss here on my part then,
We'll
but
try again.
let's just play it one last time.
Yes, Chair.
No, bengithi ngiyalokhuza la ngiyabhala. Ngisefreshini la angikhe lokhuzeni endlini.
I'll leave it, but to my ear, it still sounds like no, Witness E. And as I said, if indeed it is a no, it sounds to me as if you were responding to something. You couldn't just say, you're picking up a call and you just say, no, angithi ngiyabhala ngiyalokhuza. It sounds as if you are you are responding to something. If indeed in the end we say, or rather, we take the view that it's a no, would you accept that you would have been responding to something? And that ordinarily that's not how you would have spoken upon picking up the call?
Chair, I cannot confirm that. That recording is what I found. I'm not the, as I said, I'm not the one who recorded the recording. The phone, the app itself is the one that recorded the phone. So I've got no answer on that question.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, witness. Yeah, I think you had confirmed that that is the totality of the conversation as we heard. Is that correct?
That's correct, Chair.
Okay. That would then take us to your paragraph 45, still on page 18.
On the same day, I received a WhatsApp call from cell phone number of Mchunu, but it was a WhatsApp call now, this one. This time, it was Mchunu who spoke to me. It was no longer the minister. It was Mchunu who said to me that the minister had indicated that I should not send a statement anymore because I have missed the deadline of 12 o'clock. After this call, I then contacted the IO and I informed him of the phone calls, and he advised me to depose a statement in that regard. This I actually did. I wish to state that I have never deposed any statement on behalf of Minister Mchunu, and I have never given him any statements that I've made to the PKTT, either in respect of the matter of Senzo or any other, or any statement I depose in respect of the MADLANGA Commission.
Thank you, Witness C. That brings us to the end of your statement, your written statement, as you have tendered to the Commission. Is there anything else you would like to bring to the Commissioner's attention before I declare your testimony complete?
No, there's nothing, Chair.
Okay. Commissioner Baloyi has got some questions for you then.
Yes. Witness E, your first encounter in your statement, the first encounter is with the minister is the 7th of December 2024, and you say that in paragraph 5 of your statement. Now, and then we know, and you mentioned this in paragraph 25, that General Mkhwanazi held that press briefing on the 6th of July, and then subsequently the minister was placed on leave. Now, between the December 2024 engagement with the minister up to the date of his suspension, you, as I understand you, you had given him the names of your superiors, the officers that you say you had informed about the plot to assassinate Mr. Magaqa. Am I correct?
That's correct, Chair.
Yes. And and these officers, are they, I know in your statement somewhere you say the one superior resigned when an investigation was instituted. Am I correct? In that recollection of your evidence? Yes. The other officers, do you know if they're still within the employ of the SEPs?
All I know, Chair, is that two have resigned, but it's not that they have resigned. They took early pension.
Yes.
They were qualifying for early pension, 2 colonels. It's a lieutenant colonel and a colonel. All I don't know, I think the brigadier is still working at crime intelligence. The captain is still in crime intelligence. I don't know the rest. But yes, I think two have taken early pension, but 2 are still serving.
And the 2 that took early pension and the 2 that are still serving, do you know if any steps were taken against them, be it an investigation, a complaint to the which is investigated by IPID? Do you know if there's any action that was taken?
In 2021, I reported the matter to the Office of Inspector General in May 2021.
Yes.
And at the same time, I also reported the matter of Magaga to the JCI of the previous administration. I know that investigations were done and the reports were made, but I don't know. Okay, I know that the reports were made. The investigation was concluded. But when it comes to the steps taken, whether departmentally or criminally, I don't know, Chair. I cannot confirm that, but I think the senior management will confirm about those steps if there are any steps taken. But in my knowledge, I don't know any.
Yes, and coming really to my question, do you know if the minister did anything about this information that you gave him? That he took any steps to get them investigated, to report to the Inspector General or to the JCI? Do you know if he took any steps at all after you gave him all this information?
When I gave them that information, it's like the minister already had information when I gave him that information after the call of the 7th. But what I know now, but at that time I didn't know, but what I know now is that in September 2024, the special advisor to the minister, Advocate Vusi Pikoli, he requested the Inspector General to give him the report for the investigation that started in 2021 by Inspector General of Intelligence. He requested that report. Then the investigators in the Inspector General, they went to Advocate Pikoli and they gave him the report and they briefed him. So I do believe that the minister knew about this starting from September 2024. I think that was 2 months or 3 months after his appointment.
Yes.
So what steps he took after that, I don't know.
All right. Thank you, Witness E. And then, Mr. This next one, I think it's probably more for you.
Yes, Commissioner.
The call logs that you have given us, at WE5, that's all that we have, and the statement is replete with references to telephone calls.
Yes.
It's also replete with references to WhatsApp exchanges, and you know it's been matters of controversy in this commission with other witnesses where the existence of these
Yes.
kind of this information. Is there a reason that we have only WE5?
There is a reason, but I think it's best coming from Witness E.
Okay, do you want
Witness E, Commissioner Baloyi notes that the only call logs you have provided are for the 2 days in December 2025, your annexed WE5. Do you confirm that?
Yes, I confirm, Chair, and I can explain that.
And that your statement references other calls going as far back, I guess, as December 2024, as well as WhatsApp communication you say you had with various people. You reference all this in your statement. Do you confirm that?
I confirm that, Chair.
The question then to you is, why is it that the Commission is furnished only with the call log for the period 10 to 11th of December 2025 and not in respect of all the other communications you received and or the WhatsApp messages that you say were exchanged? Could you please explain to the Commission?
Firstly, is that the current condition that I'm working under, it requires me to keep on changing gadgets. That is the first one. But the second one is that since I've been working undercover for 14 years, it's a habit that I don't keep information long in my phone. I make sure that I remove it. But on this one, even this one, I was going to remove it. I can assure you that even now I still have it. It's the IO that told me after the first call in December, that look, because you've got a habit of removing things in your phone. So look, if that call that we have received from a minister, don't delete it. So that's how I kept that call log. Otherwise, even that call log, in fact, I was going to delete it same day. I don't keep things in my phone because I used to operate undercover, live with criminals in such a way that they suspect that there's a rat amongst us. They would say, bring your phone. And then they'll find their photos in my phone. They will find messages, sending them to my commanders, find call logs, and then I can be assassinated immediately. So it's a habit. It's it's a life that I've been living, because to work undercover, it's not that easy that you can just keep everything in your phone. But once you get evidence, you send it somewhere. After sending it somewhere, you can remove it from your phone.
Thank you, Witness E. Thank you, Mr.
While on that, Witness E, can I confirm with you whether should the Commission seek from service providers records in respect of all these telephone numbers you provided that and you say you engaged with, do you confirm that those records will confirm what you have set out in your statement?
They will get everything 100%, Chair.
Thank you, Witness E. Commissioner Khumalo.
Yes, Witness E, just two follow-up questions. If you go to page 10 of your statement, are you there?
Yes, I'm there, Chair.
If you look at paragraph 28, this statement that you are presenting to the Commission is dated January 2026. How were you able to recall that that phone call was received at 2200 hours? I mean, if you don't have a record of these telephone calls, how were you able to recall that it was from that 076 number and it was at 2200 hours?
I took note, Chair. I have a notebook. Then I took note. I started, in fact, after the press briefing, I started because I'm a person, the IO advised me that because you are a person who always remove things from your gadgets, each and everything that you think it might be helpful in future, just take notes. So I took note of that. That is why I can remember. And the service provider can prove that call, that indeed it is there.
Okay, so you have something akin to a diary or a notebook?
Yes, I do. I've got a lot.
Okay, and then my last question is, after the 12 December or 11 December 2025, we are now, I think it's the 26th of January 2026. Have you received any further calls from Lindo or the minister?
No, Chair. That call that I received from Lindo, Tembu, at 3 o'clock on the 11th of December 2025. That was the last call from Lindo. That was the last call from the minister. I've never received any message, any call, any communication from the minister up to date.
All right, thank you.